There, welcome back to yet another episode of Women at the Front Lines. We bring you prominent ladies and we bring you ladies who have things to say and tell us about their lives and tell us how they're here and how they get to be in this space. My name is Chomhendo Pal, your host today. Today I have the honor to host somebody from the medical field, and she is called Ayikoru. I think I'm pronouncing it well. Ayikoru Comfort Peace. She's going to tell us about herself and tell us how things go in the medical field, because personally I don't know things that happen in the medical field. I know doctors put on white things. They do their magic out there, and so she's going to tell us. So, how are you?
I'm fine, Andrew.
I'm okay.
That's great.
I'm glad to host you, and we are happy that you're here.
It's an honor to be hosted on this space.
So, first of all, can you tell us about yourself? Maybe describe yourself. When I ask you, who is Comfort? What would you tell me?
So, in simple terms, I would say Comfort is a go-getter. She's a medical doctor, passionate about social entrepreneurship and innovation in health. So that's basically just what I can say in brief about myself.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the brief. So can you tell us the non-brief?
So I would still say I recently finished medical school.
That's nice.
And I also happen to be the co-founder and CEO of a company that we recently registered. It's called Care Limited. So it's a social enterprise that deals in making the Kanga Care baby carriers for preterm babies. Yeah. So that's in the field of entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Aside from that, I am a very social person, and I also like to meet people and have fun. Yeah.
Okay. So you have talked about Kanga, because I don't know what Kanga is. Could you say it? What is Kanga?
I would say we make baby carriers.
Okay.
We call that Kanga Care Carriers. And why we call it the Kanga Care Carriers, it stems from the word kangaroo.
Oh,
so we actually want to stop prevent deaths due to prematurity among infants, because it's one of the global causes of death, like leading causes of death among infants. So that's why we came up with that innovation, kangaroo, Kanga Care, stuff like that. Yeah.
That's a brilliant idea. I could never think of that.
Yeah.
So could you maybe tell us your childhood, how it went? Were you like a kid saying, I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up? Were you treating your friends, were you like in school, when I grow up, when teacher asks you what are you going to be, I'm going to be a doctor, treating my friends, treating people who are sick, those things. So how do you become during childhood? How do you go about it? Like how is life during childhood? How do you go?
So I grew up from a family where my father, he's a medical doctor. So growing up, I would see him go to the hospital, wear the white coat. Of course, it comes with a lot of prestige and all that. And there were times when he would take us with him to workplace, and we would see how he treats people and works on them. And then it really inspired me that many people looked up to him.
Yeah.
So that's when I think, so it was around P6, I told him, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor like you. So
focused.
Yeah, but along the way, I reached high school, and there were these other interesting subjects like technical drawing and other things, and I really got interested. I was like, maybe I should first go through this path. I did TD, and I thought at one point I was actually going to become an architect. So it happened that during UNEB, Form 4 UNEB, that's when we sat and then we waited for our results, and it happened that I performed well in both sciences and arts. So I had to choose where to go, and because when you perform well, automatically the school just gives you like to take sciences as a path. And at first, they gave me PCB. I rejected it. And then I went for BCM. I didn't go for TD, yet it's what I'd wanted to do before.
Because you had a passion.
Yeah, so I chose BCM, and yeah, that's how somehow I performed well also in A level. And I happened to get government scholarship to do my medicine from Bara University.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I went to the medical field. Like I started from year one. Of course, it was very scary because at that time you seeing dead bodies and all that. So it was really scary, but I was committed and I overcame that fear, and up to when I finished last year. Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank
doctor.
you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So like you said you were in Bara.
Yeah.
How did you get to catch up? Because you're from another side of the country and you go to Mbara. How is it? How do you cope up with that? Didn't you like find it hard?
I think I got used to that kind of life because at first I was in Arua for my primary, but for secondary I studied for Mukono, actually, Seroma Christian High School.
Okay.
So I got a whole change of environment, and I got to interact with people from different places, different countries, and I think I got used to like interacting with many people from different backgrounds. So by the time they gave me Mbarara, it's actually me who chose to go there because I didn't want to stay in Kampala. I wanted the West, far away from distractions and all that.
So the West doesn't have distractions.
Not like Kampala.
So was the West peaceful and it didn't have distractions finally
Of course,
when you got
there were
there?
some distractions, but you realize you're there and you're in class with many people from different other parts. Actually, like only 20% of the people that were in my class were from the West. The rest were not from the West. Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah. So we interacted, and I think I fell in love with being there for the 5 years I was there, because the friends I had were really good to me. Yeah.
It's good to have good friends in school because
True.
yeah. Okay. I'm glad Mbara was peaceful
Yeah.
as you expected it to be. So, as you finish school and everything, you get to work, right?
I'm actually a current pre-intern. I'm supposed to do my internship, but the government somehow, somewhere is not making us like get deployed. So currently we're still home.
Okay. The government should really give you places.
Yeah, but aside from that, it's also helping us to do other things, side hustles. Actually, many people are going into their own businesses and learning. So it's
Like you said you have a company.
Yeah.
That's a good, initiative to carry on because, yeah. So the company you have, how did you come up with this? How did you think of this? I know it's because you didn't have a job, but there is that other thing that made you be like, I really have to come up with this, because you could have chosen to sit home and let the government put you somewhere, but you figured out that you have to do this. How did you?
So this company is just not one thing that I woke up to and I was like, oh, I should form a company. It's like something that we have built over years, and it all started from COVID-19 pandemic. Actually, I want to thank God so much that I joined medicine school, and it opened my eyes to see many challenges in the health sector that we face, not even in this country, but globally. So during the COVID-19, remember, we're all home. Yeah, schools were closed, and then even transportation was a little hard and all those things. So I was in my third year by then. So I was home, and my cousin was also pregnant at around that time. But because transportation was closed and all those things, so it was even hard to access the nearest health centers. So by the time she went into labor, it's so unfortunate that it was a preterm labor. Yeah, like it didn't come at the right time. It was
It came
early.
early.
Yeah, too early. So we rushed her to the nearest health center in Arua, but she gave birth to a very preterm baby. And you know, those babies are very delicate. They need to be cared for in a neonatal intensive
Incubator.
care unit, stuff like that. So that health center did not have a neonatal intensive care unit. So they referred us to Arua Regional Referral Hospital.
So you had to travel again.
Yeah, we had to travel again.
With a baby.
Yeah, with a baby. But it's as we were like transporting this baby from this health center to the referral, little did we know that the baby's body temperature had dropped because they easily lose heat because the surface area is too much. So it had dropped and none of us actually noticed it. So by the time we reached Aurora Regional, it was unfortunate that I lost my niece.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
So that it was a very trying moment for all of us because we really wanted to have that baby, but we lost because of prematurity. So when I came back to school after COVID, and I happened to rotate in the pediatrics section, pediatrics ward, I realized this was a challenge that was not only faced by my cousin. Many young mothers who would come and give birth to preterm babies, like the facilities that are available to take care of them are very limited, and some of them are too expensive. So most of these mothers like end up losing their babies and all that. So I also did research, and I also realized like prematurity is like among the leading causes of death among infants globally. And every year over 15 million children are born preterm, but over 1 million are dying due to like complications like hypothermia, like respiratory distress, all those. So that was where I saw a need, like a problem, and I thought we can brainstorm solutions to this particular problem. So I discussed with a few friends of mine in class and also with my pediatrics lecturer, and she was so receptive. And that is how the whole idea of Kanga Care came about.
Okay.
Kanga Care Carriers.
So you talked about like this condition. What, because you made the research, so I need to ask, are there any, what causes this? Is it because of having a firstborn baby? Like if it's your firstborn baby, does it come like that? It just comes just.
So prematurity, like it has many causes. One of the major ones being also extreme age of mothers. Like when a mother is too young or too old, they are likely to get premature babies. And also some health conditions. When a mother has conditions like hypertensive disorders in pregnancy, like high blood pressure in pregnancy, they normally call it preeclampsia. It can also predispose a mother to get preterm labor and many other causes. There are like many causes to premature babies, to mothers giving birth to premature babies. But now that these babies come out, they are preterm, but we need to make them thrive because these are future leaders of tomorrow. Yeah, that's why we need to really arrest that.
And because everything has a solution.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe what can mothers out there do so that they do not face this condition
Of giving birth to preterm babies.
to preterm, because you wouldn't want that.
One of the easiest things, like the most simplest things a mother can do is make sure they attend antenatal care. Actually, it's from there that the doctors can be able to identify some of the risk factors that can cause them to have preterm labor, and they arrest it on time. So antenatal care is something I would encourage all mothers to go for, and you go for all of them, at least 8 of them. Yeah, you go for it because it will help a doctor to manage you well. So, and in case you go for the antenatal care and they are foreseen a preterm labor, they can easily prepare to have such a baby. Not when they're caught off guard.
They tell you which hospital to go to and what to do if this happens.
But you realize in this setting of Uganda, most people are very reluctant, and also like, especially the ones in the villages, they don't care about going to antenatal care and stuff like that. Someone just comes to the hospital on that day of delivery. So how are we supposed to help such a mother? The only way is now to encourage them to do kangaroo. skin-to-skin mother care contact for the baby. Yeah.
So this kangaroo, so the mother puts it on when the baby is premature. They put it on. Is it what happens?
Kangaroo, actually, the kangaroo mother care technique, it's a technique that has been proven to improve the lives of preterm babies by World Health Organization, and also it's being encouraged by Ministry of Health. So how kangaroo works is, if your baby is too preterm, you just put them on your chest, bare, like when you're bare chested, and also the baby is naked with only a pamper. And then you put them on your chest and you wrap a cloth around. So you keep that baby in that like kangaroo for almost, like, it's advisable for even 20 hours in a day. So that way, heat is being transferred from you to the baby, and also keeping the baby warm. And also another benefit of kangaroo is that the baby's breathing patterns improve, because most of these babies are very delicate. Their organs are not yet fully developed, so they need support. So if you put them in such a position, it improves their breathing patterns. It also stimulates breast milk production, because the baby is near the breast. They can easily breastfeed and also gain weight with now the breastfeeding and all that. So it has many benefits. The kangaroo has many benefits to it. So we are just playing around the kangaroo method, with our innovation. Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay. Like how the kangaroos keep the babies.
Yeah.
So you mentioned like when you keep the baby here, you will have more milk for the baby, right? That's what you said. So I feel like even the parents, the mothers out there that have their babies who are not prematures, they should also do that, right?
It's actually, if you do that to your baby, actually, I would think it's a perfect thing, because first of all, it also increases bonding between the mother and baby, and then would automatically, when the baby is near the breast, it like stimulates production of some hormones that are going to make breast milk to be produced and stuff like that. So you have available breast milk for the baby, and also the fact that the baby is near the breast, they can easily just suckle. Yeah. So that's the whole idea. So even other mothers can do that, because we are not only tackling preterm babies alone. We also have products for mothers up to 6 months, as long as you want to keep your baby warm and from any other thing. Yeah.
I think the reason why people don't know this, because they don't have the information.
True.
And it's good you're here so that you can tell them about this information, because I personally didn't know that when you put the baby here, the milk will come. Okay, that's nice. I'm getting to learn more about you, more about the kangaroo thing. So are people embracing this? Are they like, per the research I've made, are people embracing this? Are they taking it on?
Actually, in all hospitals across the country, Ministry of Health is telling them to like do kangaroo. Like for every mother that gives birth to a preterm baby, it's advisable they do kangaroo. So this is like practically currently being practiced in most hospitals across that help to take care of these babies. Even in Barara, they're doing it. But now the challenge comes in the clothes they use to do it, like especially for the mothers, because some of them come from very poor backgrounds. So the clothing they use to carry out the kangaroo, they are very light, and some of them are unsterile, and all these like can predispose a baby to infection.
So the cloth, is there a specific cloth to use? Because you said that cloth has to be sterile.
So currently they are just improvising. There are some carriers in the market like Care Plus that mothers can use. Yeah. And then our innovation, which is modified, because
so innovation, is it okay? It's also a cloth.
Yeah, we actually, now I'm going to talk to you about the whole Kanga Care Carrier thing. So we make locally knitted double-layered preterm carriers that embrace the kangaroo skin-to-skin mother care technique of generating and maintaining warmth, and also the position in which the baby is held using the Kanga Care improves on its breathing patterns, stimulates breast milk production, and also promotes mother-to-child bonding. But this carrier is also uniquely fitted with vital reading sensors, whereby it can read the baby's body temperature, pulse rate, and oxygen saturation. And in case of derangement, an alarm rings to alert the mother to seek timely care. And also this information of the vital signs, it's relayed to the Kanga Care mobile application.
So there's an application.
Yeah, where a doctor can remotely monitor the baby, even if the baby is home.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're developing right now.
So you talked about a mobile application and the indicator, it shows when the temperature changes.
Yeah.
So the people out there, maybe people far in the village, are you sure they're going to like embrace this? Because somebody doesn't know how to read. They can't know. Are there like simpler forms you put this into? Because somebody who doesn't know how to read, they have the baby and they're prematures. They also want to know how to use this thing, but is there a simpler way? It's
actually very simple to use it because you don't need to know the values that it shows there. What the whole carrier does the whole work for you. What you just need to do is put it on and make sure that it's correctly put. And then in case there is any increase or decrease below a certain level, an alarm just automatically goes off. So you as a layman person, you can know that this is danger. And then you seek like timely care. Yeah, so the mother doesn't have to know the values when it goes too high, stuff like that.
That's good, because somebody might be asking themselves, how do I get to do this machine? Because you talked about changing temperature. Somebody.
So it's just actually it's not even because the whole thing is just embedded into the carrier.
Okay.
So you just have to buy the carrier, put the baby there, and let the carrier do its work for you.
So you have talked about buying the carrier. So, do you you guys make the carriers, right?
Yeah.
So when you make the carriers, you need them, as you say. You take them to all hospitals. Is it that?
So currently, since this is just an innovation that we recently developed, it comes in 2 packages.
Okay.
So we have the basic Kanga Care Carriers, and then we have the Pro Kanga Care Carriers. So these Pro Kanga Care Carriers are the ones that have the vital monitoring sensors. So and then for the basic, it's just locally knitted, and we have designed it specifically for warmth. And any mother can buy it for any baby from 0 to up to 6 months. You can actually buy it for your baby. So this one is the one we are currently selling in the market, and we sell each one at 60,000 Ugandan shillings. But the one for the Pro Kanga Care kit that has the vital reading sensors, it's currently under development because it needs to undergo a series of research before we can launch it. And also it needs to get approved by UNBS and other research committees before we can get it out into the market.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, okay. I didn't know about the Kanga Care thing. All right. So you say they're there in the market and anybody can get them?
The basic ones, you can actually order for them. Okay. Yeah.
So do they get your number? How do they, or they have to look you up and they know that this person has this?
If you really need it right now, you can contact me.
Okay.
On social media platforms, or you can call me. Yeah.
Okay. If they now know that they can contact you, we will be giving them your information, because I feel like every parent needs this, because it's important for even a parent who doesn't have a premature baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you said people are embracing this. Do they
kangaroo,
know? They know how it works right now and they're embracing it. So do you think how has the experience been? How has the whole experience been? Because you finish school and then you get into this whole boat of making this and that. How has it been? How have you been juggling life and this? How?
Actually, it's actually been not easy, because by the time we were just having this idea, I'm not alone. We are a team.
Okay.
Yeah. So by the time we were having this whole idea, we were still students. And then we had to like work and also be in class and all that. So it was a little tricky for us. And then also we didn't have funding because we were just, it was just an idea and we needed people to believe in us. So we applied for several funding opportunities, I think over 5. But every time we would apply, we would get rejected. Like, yeah, so we would get rejected, but that did not stop us from continuing with our dream, because we really saw that this was a problem that needed to be addressed. So what we did, we initially fundraised among ourselves to make our very first prototype. The first prototype we made, it was using our money. So after making the first prototype was when we actually applied for Startup of the Year by Total Energies. Yeah, so it was around last year. Yeah, last year we applied for Startup, and surprisingly we kept on like getting into every stage up to when we qualified for the finals.
Wow. Okay.
And then it was just it was not a solid idea, but when we presented it to the panel of judges, they believed in us, and that
They
was
liked it.
Yeah. So that's how we got our very first funding, and it has really pushed us and opened more doors for us, because after that we got into other competitions where we also were able to win grants. Yeah, we got funding, and currently one of the companies that is supporting us actually to make the Pro Kanga Care kits, it's Camtech Uganda. It's located in Barra University. Now they have given us the personnel, they've given us the funds, and they want to see this thing launched into the market. So if we had just sat down and not applied for other things, maybe we wouldn't even be where we are right now. But it was because of the persistence we had, and now more people are believing in us. I believe in the next 1 to 2 years we are going to be something big.
Yeah. That's it. That's with persistence and having that strong will to do something. As you said, you're a go-getter, of course. I feel like you also have a team of other go-getters who are behind you. Because if maybe one of your team members was like, no, we can't do this, it's so hard, what? Maybe you guys would have fallen out, but the fact that you guys kept on doing and doing all these things. So how is the support coming in the family? Your family members, are they like, what do they say about this?
Actually, the very first, like this whole thing, when we got the idea, it was actually me and my sister that thought of the solution, this Kanga Care. So ever since that time, like the whole family has been so supportive. And then also, not only my biological family, but even my friends, because all the people on the team, we're all friends, and now they've become like family to me, because they really support. When we have failed, they're always there. When they're hard,
you also get the courage to go on.
Yeah, so literally all our families, not even my family, but all the other team members, their families have supported us in every step, in everything. And every other person, like my classmates, those guys, yes, they were not even part of the team, but every competition that we went to, those guys would vouch for us every day. They would campaign until we win. So yeah, I'm actually glad for the class of MBR 2017.
Thank you, class of MBR 2017.
Yeah,
because I feel like when you have an idea and then you give it to people and they don't want to embrace it, you also feel bad. But when they embrace it, they support you, things go well. Yeah, I feel like even the campus you come from appreciates you, and they get to know that they have people doing well out there. They're making their campus shine. They're making their university shine. Look at you. You came from that side of the country to Mbara. But you guys did all these things, and I know not all of you guys are from that side.
No.
Yeah. And that's the good bit about it. I feel like when you're like, let me just do this. Because I also didn't know about the Kanga Care thing.
Really?
I didn't know about it.
Now you know.
I'm getting knowledge about it from you. Yeah. So have you got any lessons from this whole idea Like, have you got lessons? Like, because like whenever you're doing things, of course you have to get lessons, challenges, things keep coming in. You get all this stuff coming in. Yeah, let's first go with the challenges, because after challenges you get many lessons. Have you had any challenges?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think the major challenge that we faced was as a team, not only me, myself, was the initial funds to actually kickstart this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the initial goal, you will just remain at idea stage. So funding has been one of the things that has really been like making us to delay. But I thank God for the different funders that have come on board to help push this.
Right.
And we're also still receiving more funds. So in case more people want to fund us, we are available. Okay. Yeah. And then another big challenge that we faced was doing the work, because we were students and now we had to juggle between books and the startup, and it's not an easy thing.
And I mean, you're doing doctor stuff.
Yeah, because there were times when there will be a final competition in Kampala, and yet I have a paper the following morning. So I have to travel to Kampala to attend to this, and then I travel back, and you don't read, but you just pray to God. But I thank God I didn't fail at both.
Amen.
Yeah, so, but how we have managed to overcome that challenge was to do teamwork, like delegate work. It's one of the major things that you should do, as even if you're a CEO of anything. I think delegating work to different other team members is something very crucial. Yeah. And they should know their roles. So if you want to be the one doing everything yourself, you're going to break down. Yeah, so those are the two major challenges I think we have been facing.
Okay. And the lessons we have got from all this?
I think I mentioned a challenge, and then, okay, one of the lessons I've got from all these, one thing is be persistent. And absolutely. Yeah, very persistent. If you have a dream, do not give up on that dream just because right now it is just a dream. Like, you have not made anything out of it, but be persistent about it, and also be open to learning, because every day you're learning.
Because people know things about what you're doing.
Yeah, so be open to learning and always encourage. Like, one thing I appreciate is the power of mentors. We've had different mentors along this way, and there are times when you cannot do it on your own. There are times when you need expert opinion. Yeah. So these are the times when you should reach out to your mentors, and you also like get to hear from them, because that's how you learn and you grow. Because personally, I did not do anything in regards to entrepreneurship. You can see my life has all been in the science field. I never thought at one, because even in high school, I did not do ENT. No, I did ICT and TD, because I knew that was the
that
part.
was your lane.
Yeah.
No entrepreneurship. Nothing to do with juggling, marketing things, money.
No. So I reached university, and here I am. And now I founded a company, a social enterprise that I need to thrive. And now I'm all here trying to learn these skills of entrepreneurship. I'm open to learning. And if I wasn't open to learning, I wouldn't actually be here where we are right now. True. And also know when you need like the help, because as you go along the way, you need different team members, different skills. So I know that I'm good at this, but at this I am not good. So get someone who is good at the field where you're not. So that is how you can like push forward if you're going into the company field and stuff like that.
It's good to have people to count. Yeah. Like, to know that they can help you do this, you're good at this and that. Yeah. And because you can focus and know how the company is going to go on.
True.
Yeah. So like, as a company, do you have like goals? Maybe you're saying like, as a company, we want to do this and that. We want to have this type of equipment. We want to have this amount of funding. Is there a goal like you guys want? The goals as a company and you personally in life?
Okay, I'll start with a company. So the company, we legally registered it as Bureau Care Limited.
Okay.
Yeah, just recently. So one of the major goals that we have, especially this year, is now that we have started the selling of our basic kits,
Yeah.
we want to have at least by the end of the year, we want to reach at least 200 and plus mothers having our products being used, the basic kits. Yeah. And then also the other goal that we have is to, of course, do feasibility and acceptability tests, because that's the next thing that we want to do for the Pro Kanga Care kits. But this one, we have planned it over a year. So currently we're in the final stages of prototyping the Pro Kanga Care kits. So in the next phase, we plan to do our feasibility tests and then clinical trials.
Okay.
And then we'll eventually launch in 2025. That's the goal. Launch the Pro Kanga Care kits in 2025, probably in partnership with you guys, Ministry of Health, and other different entities.
We'll be happy to partner with you.
Thanks. Yeah. And then
Personally,
my personal goals, one thing is I'm so passionate about helping my community.
okay.
I think I went into medicine school and I realized like I just have that zeal to help people around me, not only in the hospitals, but go into the communities, sensitize about the different health diseases and all that. So it has really like given me that drive. I feel like because I intend to do my master's in public health, and
That's good.
master's in public health next year. And then thereafter, I intend to join, by God's grace, UN, UNICEF, or World Health Organization, where I will also be using these skills that I've learned. And the skills that I've learned and impact a broader community, not only my country alone, but like the whole world.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my goal.
I'm praying for the masters.
I pray too.
Amen. So, this innovation you came up with, has it made any impact to the people around? Have you got like information people saying, I like how this thing works? What impact has it made in society? Yeah, to people out there, because I know it's been selling for a very long time. I don't know, a very long time.
We just started recently, so we actually.
What do people have to say about it?
So we started recently. Currently, we have a production unit that produces the basic kits in Arua.
Okay.
And we just started selling the basic kits recently. So we have been able to sell at least 20 of them to mothers.
That's
and
good
some
start.
some of the things that we have got from them is that they have liked the material that we use, because it's very comfortable, and a mother can actually just put it on their chest, and like the baby on their chest, and go to the market or do any other work, like when the baby is protected. So that's one of the major things they've liked about it. Yeah.
They don't have to struggle with the baby at the back doing other things.
Because it has strappings, you can adjust
good.
it, you can put it on yourself, adjust it, so it's very comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. I would advise the mothers to use it, because with the things they are telling me about it, I feel like it's a good initiative.
Yeah.
And people should embrace it out there, because it's a very, very, very good thing. Yeah, for the young people out there, what would you like to tell them? Because people are there. They have, as you said, your friends are out there just sitting home in the medical field, waiting for the government to place them somewhere. So what would you like to tell them, young people out there who have got out of campuses like yours? What would you like to them? Because I know the government is not maybe doing its part and everything.
Yeah.
But what should they do for themselves? Because they don't have to do the things they have been doing, but what should they do?
So this is a very tough one. Right now things are hard. Like the economy is hard.
I know.
And one thing I realized is many people are graduating out of campus with degrees, but they come out into the world and there is no job.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get a good paying job right now. And now with the numbers increasing, I'm sure this year many campuses are also going to release a new set
Others.
of graduates.
That's
So, and they're all going out there for the limited spots in different companies. And now some of them most of them won't qualify, and they sit home. So I think right now, the best thing I will advise for the youth out there is just start something. Use the skills that you learned. It could be something like baking.
Yes.
Use the skills that you learned along the way to make you thrive, because that may be what may pay you in the long run. If you're going to wait for someone to employ you, if you're going to wait for the government to employ you, it may be something that is long term. Like, it will be hard in this economy right now.
True.
So just do anything that with the skills that you have right now to make you get some money, and then you can upgrade your life. And then another thing is the power of social media.
Yeah.
Right now, many people are on social media, but they do not know the potential it has. Like, they do not embrace it. So, and most of them just go there to
To share memes.
to share memes, to laugh at people, to comment. Like, that's not how you're supposed to use social media. Like, me personally, I used to use it like that until I realized I could get much better information out of social media than I thought. There are many platforms on social media where opportunities are being advertised. You think of opportunity desk, opportunities for Africans, fully funded opportunities that you can get on social media. Just use it like to sell your brand, build a brand for yourself, and then use it like use those platforms to get you where you want to be. Yeah. If you use it for other things, you may not benefit out of it. Me, I thank God I actually have benefited out of social media so much. Yeah. So I would say others should do the same.
And getting clients too for your products.
Getting clients, and your profile speaks so much about you. Whatever you put on your page speaks so much about you. And these days, most people actually ask about, like, the moment they want to employ you, some of them ask for your LinkedIn profile. So they get your LinkedIn profile and they're saying a slay queen in
and that's your profile,
and the things you post are irrelevant to the job that you want. So how can someone like that employ you? So me, I would say, take opportunity, use the opportunity you have right now. You have data, you have a smartphone, use it to get you more opportunities that will open for you more doors. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Because they really needed to hear that. Because some people go to social media, maybe they don't know how to use their phones or what, but it's good that you have mentioned it and you are telling them. So another thing, as we are almost at the end of the episode, maybe, is there any person that you look up to, somebody in the medical field, like you're in, or anybody out there that you look up to and you're like, this person is the person I look up to and I'd like to be like them?
Yeah, there are quite many, but I'm only going to mention two that have really inspired me. So one of the people that I really look up to, like, I started following her journey and I was so impressed. At a very young age, they have managed to accomplish so much, and to make it even better, they are medical doctors. They are a doctor like me. She's called Miss Shamim. Yeah, Shamim Kalisa. You look her up.
I'm going to look her up.
Yeah, so she's a medical doctor from Uganda. And right now she's the regional, she's the Commonwealth Youth Representative for Africa region. And she also has many other tech startups that she has founded since 2018. So right now she's really global. And this is someone, like, if you read their story, you can actually get touched. She started with just one innovation, but it has opened doors for her to open more companies all under her name. And she's really thriving in the field of innovation in health. So that's one person that really, like,
shout out to Miss what's her name?
Miss
Shamim Kalisa.
Yeah, so
I hope she gets to see this.
I hope so too. And then the other person that inspires me, he's my dean. from Bara University. He's called Dr. Ngonzi.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one person who is so passionate about what he does, and he's so loving, and he's one of the guys who will encourage you to like break boundaries and go for what you want. So I really thank God for like having him in my life.
Okay.
And then maybe my family. They have been there for me, and I love them all.
Of course, family.
Yeah.
And some question I cannot forget to ask you, is there something that okay, fun fact about you that people don't know? You could maybe you're a poet, maybe you're a musician. We don't know about that, but there's that thing some people don't know about you. And okay, maybe some friends of yours know, some close friends know, but that maybe like what you like and what you enjoy. Yeah, because we all have those things that we enjoy.
So I actually like singing. Yeah, I sing with my friends back home. Everywhere I sing. And then another thing I do is I like sports.
Okay.
I've been playing football before, and I currently just stopped, but I play football.
That's nice.
And then I run. I used to run, but I stopped.
Why did you stop?
Because okay, I run for my own benefit, like personal benefits, but I used to run like for my school and stuff like that. Yeah.
Your school must be proud. All these things you are saying.
Yeah, so majorly singing and dancing.
Okay. You'd give us an acapella here, but our time is fast spent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for honoring our invite once again. I'm happy to learn about the Kanga Care. I didn't know about it, and I hope people get to watch this and they get to know about how this initiative of yours is. When you get to have more initiatives, like the person you like, Miss Shamim. Yeah, she'll be happy to watch this and know that there's somebody out there who wants to be like me, running their own initiative, and they would also want to run more initiatives. Is there something you'd like to tell people out there? Maybe like as we close, you can look in the camera and you tell them what thing you'd like to tell people out there, the youths out there, people out there, the young ladies. What would you like to tell them as we close?
I would just like to tell them to never give up on their dreams, and in everything they do, they should always have God by their side, because He is the one that actually guides you to make the right decisions. So just have God with you, always pray to Him, and never give up on your dreams. Yeah.
Thank you. I also take that. So as we are closing, I'm going to tell people to follow us, and they can follow you. You can tell them where to follow you. Maybe you can tell them to follow you and how to get these things and how they can follow you. Yeah, you can tell them.
So right now, I'm on Twitter as Peace Ayikoru. That's my handle.
Okay.
Yeah, and then on LinkedIn you can also search for Ayikoru Comfort Peace. On Facebook it's also Ayikoru Comfort, and even on Instagram it's Ayikoru Comfort. So if you text me there and you want a more personal talk, you can inbox, and then I can give you my number. That's how we shall get along. Yeah.
And I get to know about all these medical things you told me about, doctors and stuff. You get to hold those dead bodies. Things that I'm scared of. I don't think I could do that in the medical field. I would just run away from there. I would just say, oh God, this is a dead person. I just run. Okay. Thank you guys for following us. Thank you for following the conversation as I get to talk and have a conversation with the amazing Dr. Comfort. Okay. Please follow us on Civic Space TV. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow in Instagram and YouTube, where you can get to watch this show. You watch how the doctor tells us about the Kanga. Follow us, and please comment and like, share to all your friends, all your doctor friends, share to the mothers out there, and you can tell them about this amazing information we have got from here. From Civic Space TV, my name is Champion Opal. Thank you so much.